Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Don Mafia Live. That is right. I'm live Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. EST and also at 5:15 p.m. EST, bringing you all of the late-breaking NFL news, well, more so Buffalo Bills news and all trending stories surrounding our favorite team. And I'll tell you what, you did read that title correctly. It appears that Dalton Kincaid is trending to play on Sunday. Now, for all we know, this can mean absolutely nothing, but certainly some good signs to look up. We have an update on Keon Coleman. We can go on ahead and give a good guess of whether or not that he's going to be out there on Sunday. And then a surprising injury with Taylor Rapp, still in a red non-contact jersey, going into the second day of practice for this upcoming week. Hopefully, he'll be out there. Does that mean perhaps that we signed Micah Hyde for a reason this week, folks? I don't know. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to figure that out. My subwoofer is going crazy on this intro. Well, folks, I certainly hope that it does get you going. Guys, do me a favor. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on bell notifications. We want 40,000 subscribers by the end of the regular season. I know that we can get there. What is going on, everybody? Hope all is well. Roll call in the chat as well for me. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Always curious to see how far Bills Mafia truly extends. Go crazy with this roll call right now, guys, as we end up, and I show you something every sports gambler should have, right? We have the Packers and we have the Lions playing this evening, and I know a lot of you guys are absolute degenerates when it comes into player prop picks, all right? Well, let me tell you what. I've been using Rithmm all year, and what Rithmm does for me is that it handpicks each and every single player prop bet that I should be making, right? Rather than me betting with my head and or my heart, it breaks down some advanced statistics, things that the person with the naked eye doesn't necessarily see. It is the ultimate way for sports betting, folks. And the good thing is that it is a 7-day free trial, okay? So say, for example, you try it out this week. It's not for you. No harm, no foul, but I promise you will be addicted to this damn thing. It is one of my personal favorite tools when it comes into sports betting. Like, for example, I'm going to go ahead and pull it up real fast, and I'm going to give you a pick just based off of it. And granted, if you go with the 7-day free trial, you're going to be able to see each and every single one of these as we show you what's going on. But what I'm saying is that right here, you pull up all of your player props, and it also has, over-unders, money lines, et cetera, and it ends up hand-picking what we are going for. I'm waiting for it to load real fast. And then once it does, I'm going to go ahead and give you a pick. But go on ahead and check out Rithmm. We have Savannah, Georgia in the chat. We have Morgantown. Damn, we got Morgantown, West Virginia in the chat. We can already say what's going here. But okay. So, like I said, it's going to give you all the picks that they think that you should run with tonight. And what it is telling me is that we are taking Dontavian Wicks under receiving yards at 38.5. Rhythm's predicting he only gets 26 all game. I'm going to go on ahead and lock that in a little bit later, right over on my end. But definitely go on ahead and check it out. Dontavian Wicks under 35. Let's see if artificial intelligence is all about it. Savannah, Georgia is in the chat. Dominic, what is going on, man? Hope all is well. Guys, keep running with this roll call. Let me know where you're tuning in from. North Brunswick, New Jersey. Cheektowaga, New York is in the building. Mandy Ray, hope all is well. Behind enemy lines, Kenneth, Kansas. Man, that's what I'm talking about, baby. I love to hear that. London, England, go Bills. Alexander, been a minute, man. Hope all is well. Hope you've been doing solid. Hillary Clinton sniz. Wow. Wow, man. How was that? Dusty? It's got to be dusty. What was Kincaid's injury that had him out? Great segue. Great segue. Let me go ahead and show a little bit of love right here. We have London. We have St. Louis, Missouri. We have Allegheny, New York. We have Northern California. Maria, holy hell, are you okay? I heard that there was a tsunami warning a couple of hours ago in California. Haven't been able to check on the updates to see if anything was serious, but let me know what's going on. Hope all is well. We had a knee injury he was talking about. Itch balls, my true sensei. Thank you so much. We have ATL in the chat. Look at that, man. How you doing? Cozy, Tampa, Florida. Go Bills, Thunderkraut. Hope all is right now in Africa right now. Damn, man. Having a damn day. Traveling all over the world. Yeah, earthquake was near the Oregon border. Okay, yeah, I did hear that. But was there a tsunami? That's the question. That is the question. North Pole. Maya from the North Pole. Look at that. She's coming in here. She's vibing right now, and I can appreciate that. I really do. Guys, listen, I appreciate each and every single one of you for always making it a part of your afternoon and or morning to join me for some conversations that we need to have about this Buffalo Bills team. All right, so I did mention this. Dalton Kincaid was still limited today with a knee injury, and somebody ended up asking in the chat earlier, they were like, Dan, what the hell was his issue in the first place? He allegedly ended up spraining or straining his PCL, okay, which is not as serious as an MCL, ACL, etc. It's something that where you're typically out 2 to 3 weeks, according to the vast majority of the sources that I do trust. The good thing is, right, because if you were watching some of my content earlier this week, I told you that I believe that there was a way larger chance that Keon Coleman would play opposed to Dalton Kincaid, especially with how Dawson Knox has been performing. Why rush Dalton Kincaid back when Dawson Knox and Zach Davidson have certainly been doing their job? But weird enough, Dalton Kincaid was in a regular jersey today, right? And it's funny because ironically enough, if you see a player in a red non-contact jersey, that is typically a quote unquote red flag, right? Like it's going to be an absolute godsend if that person is going to play, especially if we end up seeing them in one on Friday as well. Not unless, of course, Sean McDermott's trying to go on ahead and be a little sneaky, if you will. But the fact that we're seeing Dalton Kincaid out there with a regular jersey basically is saying that he is inviting contact, and perhaps, barring any sort of setback, he could potentially be a go against Sunday. Now, that doesn't mean that he wouldn't be a healthy scratch going in on Sunday. Maybe McDermott does believe that. He's like, hey, you know what? He's probably ready, but I'm going to go on ahead and wait up on this. Who knows? Still a lot to unpack there. Keon Coleman, though. Keon Coleman, unfortunately, he is still seen in a red non-contact jersey. And I feel like all of us have been speculating on whether or not that Keon was going to be back as far back as the Kansas City Chiefs game, right? Haven't seen him in a cast and or a brace during any of the media portions of practice. Seemed to be like working completely fine. But lo and behold, he is still in a red non-contact jersey. Now, I was reading something from the Thigh Doc, and I found this to be interesting because I was just like, come on, how serious could it be? Why the hell is he still out there with this lingering wrist injury? And I had to remind myself, and I'm glad that Thigh Doc reminded me of this as well, blocking, right? Keon Coleman is probably one of the best blockers that we have on this roster, and that obviously could potentially call for some re-aggravation of a lingering wrist injury. So sounds like our coaching staff, trainers aren't feeling comfortable with him going full speed contact with any other DB out there and or linebacker during his blocking assignments. Hopefully he's out there. If not, this Buffalo Bills team, in my opinion, has all of the talent in the world to compete with the LA Rams defense, right? Like this LA Rams defense is 31st and 32nd in the league for stopping the run. I want to say that they're giving up the most amount of rushing yards in the league. It's either 31st ranked or 32nd ranked back when I did my preview in the first place. So theoretically, we maybe don't even need Keon Coleman for this upcoming Sunday. Against Detroit is going to be an entire different conversation. However, here we are. All right. Next up, most notable, Taylor Rapp. Now, we know Taylor Rapp. He's that guy that is an absolute missile. All right. Like, he hits so hard, he puts some of our own guys on IR. He puts some of our own guys on the injury report, and he hurts himself. He plays very physical. He does his thing. It's what you get with Taylor Rapp. It's just who he is. But he's still in a red non-contact jersey with a neck and a shoulder ailment, if you will. Not a good sign, right? Like, not a good sign. What does this mean specifically? Like, I feel like all of us were sitting there and salivating over the practice footage of Micah Hyde going out there and running drills, specifically with Cole Bishop. We ended up seeing a video of him and Cole Bishop working side by side. It warmed our hearts as Bills fans, saying, that's the mentor the young buck needed all the time, or this whole time, rather. I don't know. I don't think Micah Hyde is going to be elevated from the practice squad. I don't think that he's going to play at all on Sunday against the LA Rams, but with that Taylor Rapp injury lingering, what does that mean? Does that mean that Cole Bishop is going to get a shot against the LA Rams and that high-powered offense led by Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, Kieran Williams out of the backfield? I don't know. I think that's going to be another question we're going to have to see. We're going to need Kincaid versus the Lions. I would have to agree with you. Please come back. But then again, listen. Again about the Lions, folks. Again about the Lions. I feel like a lot of us have read a headline on week 9, and we've seen how dominant that they have been. And like, we just attach that narrative to them for the remainder of the season. And context is very, very important. This Detroit Lions team has 13 players from their defense on the IR. And I want everyone to understand that. This Lions team has 13 players on the IR just from their defense. They are banged up to all hell. They have caught a nasty injury bug on the defensive side of the ball. And we've started seeing a lot of red flags when it came into this Lions team when they played the Bears on Thanksgiving. The Bears, barring some absolute gaffe at the coaching decision-making opportunity from Matt Eberflus, the Bears should have came out on top during that game. And I think after we watched Thursday Night Football tonight, when the Green Bay Packers beat the Lions by 10-plus points, which I am predicting that, I see the Green Bay Packers going out there and taking full advantage of the defensive issues that they have over in Detroit, where we stand right now. I don't think that all of us are going to be sweating much anymore. I don't think that we're going to be sweating as much once we end up seeing some of this stuff. So I wouldn't be as worried about the Lions as we should have been if we were to play them midway through the season, because that team, their defense is so banged up. It is absolutely nuts. Dan, please set your lineup. Todd, I've given up on the season. Man. Listen, I am just ready to send the money over to the winner. I'm not setting my lineup. No. I'm just kidding. I'll set my lineup. But there's a lot of bye weeks. Todd. It will just increase Josh Allen's MVP odds, giving Josh Allen another weapon to throw to. Dan is delusional again. Axel, the 14-year-old Chiefs fan from New Hampshire, is in our chat today, folks. Dan, would you rather play Philly or Detroit in a Super Bowl? Both, man. Whoever gets off the damn bus. That's what's happening. Todd, I will definitely help you out. I will set my lineup a little bit later today. Dan, I've still been in here tuning into every stream, just too busy with college at the moment to be actively chatting, treating you as a Bills radio station, if that is all right. Absolutely, dude. Listen, man, I know a lot of people that treat this show as some white noise while you are studying, while you're at work during the day. And I really appreciate that, guys. I'm here for you. As you know, I'm live every single Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. EST and 5:15 p.m. EST as well. We have Jack coming in. What's up, Dan? Can you pull up PFF? I'm curious. I was at the San Francisco game and want to know where our guys rank. You want to know where our guys rank, huh? I'll show you. My friend. as you know, I always have. Oh, let's see. PFF, Bills, 49ers. Highest graded Bills players on the offense. Here, we'll just go ahead and just use an article from Bills Wire, if you make sense. Oh, I think you mean like you just want to know. So the scores from the San Francisco game, or we're talking about scores all calculated throughout the league of where they stand across the league? That's going to be the question here. Let me go ahead and pull it. PFF, Bills, 49ers. Come on, talk to me. I'll pull it up for you, brother. Player grades. Let's check this out. I'll go ahead and I'll show it to you real quick. No, I want week 13. Let's go. Let's go rushing. All right, here. We'll go ahead. We'll pull up some more grades here in a second. Yo, favor. Shout out my wife, Mandy, and our cat. Yo. Shout out Mandy and the kitty cat. What's up? Mandy and the kitty cat. That sounds like a 70s band right there. You know what I mean? I love that. Mandy and the kitty cat. What's going on? Richie, how you doing, man? Go Bills. Jack is saying all around, like not just SF the whole season. Want to see some player grades, huh? I'll show you some player grades, bro. Let me show you what we got working with right here. NFL player grades. What position would you like to see, my friend? We have Josh Allen at 6 for the quarterback position. 6th for Buffalo right now, and that's according to PFF. You have Lamar, Joe Burrow, Jaden. You have Justin Herbert, Derek Carr, surprisingly, is still at 5. How much are we really going to be trusting a lot of these PFF grades based off of the fact? Wide receivers here, still have Nico Collins as number 1, but he's missed a couple of games. Highest bill is Khalil Shakir at 21, according to wide receivers. Halfbacks, I feel like James Cook's about to be up here. He is top 15. Ray Davis is, both running backs of the Buffalo Bills are top 20. Super interesting. Super interesting. Something to think about. And then corners. Let's go ahead and check out corners real fast. Where's our boy out? Christian Benford. Look at that. Here's our dude. Christian Benford over here being that guy. And then Tareeb Still from the LA Chargers being that dude. And a rookie, Cooper DeJean, doing his thing. Shout out to everybody rocking with us right now. Maria SV, I need 20-plus points out of Jacobs tonight. I'll tell you what, with how banged up that Detroit Lions... Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you what, with how banged up that Detroit Lions defense is, don't be entirely surprised if you end up getting it. Because I think that's going to be something, especially since Romeo Doubs is out. Dan, who do you think wins tonight? I have the Packers 31-24. I have the Packers winning as well by 10-plus points. I need 20-plus points out of Jacobs tonight. GRV Studios, did he answer for the Keon Coleman jersey yet? Or can I get it? He hasn't answered, but I'm giving him 1 full week. 1 full week. I've sent him a DM. I retweeted his name with it. Haven't heard anything from Jermaine Harris as of yet, so I could send off that Keon Coleman jersey. If, for example, that I don't hear back from Jermaine Harris, who has won the Keon Coleman jersey, I will probably just run an entire new giveaway next week with the Keon Coleman jersey after the fact. Yeah. And so I want to be fair. And so I know that people aren't always on Twitter and people aren't always on X or aren't always on the internet. So I'm going to give him a little bit of time to get back to me. And then if he does not claim it, then I will just rotate it out for the next giveaway. If people have no idea what I'm talking about right now, I am giving away a variety of signed Bills memorabilia all year. This week is the Christian Benford signed jersey. It's completely, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. If you want to be a part of these giveaways, you have to be a subscriber to the channel and you have to leave a comment on this video once it is over with. Something to consider. What is the offensive line ranking? Lito, my guy, man. Listen, it was so cool. It was so cool to meet you last night, bro. In person, finally. PFF, Bills, 49ers. We're going to go ahead and check this out real fast. It's up there. Last time I checked, this Bills offensive line was 4th in pass protection. I'm pretty sure that we were also in top 10 for run blocking. Could be wrong. Let's go ahead and check this out real fast. Let's go to offensive line. Let's go to centers. Centers, you have Connor McGovern at 10. Hold up. Let me go back. You have Connor McGovern at 10. Pass blocking's at 67. Run blocking's at 69. So a top 10 center. That is something we should all be excited about. Let's check out guards. Edwards has been playing a hell of a lot better than we gave him credit for this offseason. All of us were worried about David Edwards, but he did his thing. I want to see where the highest bill ranked on PFF is looking like. 41 is Edwards, and I know that Osiris Torrance has had a rough season. I want to say that he's going to be on the second page, but I think that tells the full story. Tackles is where it gets interesting. Scrolling on down, highest bill grade is Spencer Brown. Spencer Brown is sitting at 27, 74 pass block grade, 78.9 pass block grade. Deion Dawkins is at 30, 79 and 65 in run blocking by itself. So that gives you an idea of the individuals. But as far as EPA, that specific metric, I know that last time I checked, we were 4 in pass blocking, which certainly makes some sense because our QB is not getting sacked. When's the drawing for the Benford jersey? Let's go. The drawing for the Benford jersey is going to be during my live game reaction. Buffalo Bills and the LA Rams. You don't want to miss out on that. I need a Kenny Clark sack and an interception for both teams. I'm old. I'm lucky I can navigate YouTube. I don't have no Twitter, Instagram, etc. I'm glad you're on YouTube, and I'm glad you chose to rock with me during the afternoon. We now have receivers that are willing to run block. Absolutely. And Keon Coleman is one of the best in the game already as a rookie. Anybody notice that drop in the drive-killing O-line penalties? Anybody notice that drop in the drive-killing O-line penalties? Was it from last week we're talking about? Craig, come on, Craig. So we now have receivers that are willing to block. Look at that. Let me see what else we got here. I need the Kenny Clark sack. We already ended up seeing that. Dan, who do you think will win tonight? Packers 31-24. I have the Packers winning by at least 10 plus points. I just listened to Keon's interview. Interesting. All right, folks. I wanted to go ahead in here and hop on here real fast. Short stream, I understand. I have to fill in for Z-Bot tonight to host the NFC East Roundtable. I'll be completely honest with you. I was so infatuated with the Buffalo Bills winning on Sunday against the Niners. Haven't really paid a lot of attention to the NFC East, so I need to do a little bit of research so I know what I'm talking about. But I will be live on the NFC East Roundtable here in about a half hour. And then afterwards, if you're not interested in the NFC East, I totally understand. I will see you tomorrow, though, at 11 a.m. EST. And also at 5:15 p.m. EST, Monday through Friday. You already know where to find me, guys. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't had an opportunity of doing so already. Turn on those bell notifications. Love each and every single one of you. We'll see you tomorrow. Deuces.